Happy Monday, everybody. Donnie Baker here, LPR Sound Foundations with you. Today, we're going to discuss my top 5 DAWs, or digital audio workstations. If you guys are ready to go see my top 5, let's go. Okay, so today we're going to discuss the top 5 DAWs, or digital audio workstations. Let's get going, shall we? At number 5, straight up, is FL Studio. Those of us that know what FL Studio does and what it is, we know what it is and why it's there and why it's on this list. It's just this is a popularity contest, I guess you can call it that. I've only used FL maybe 2 times just to look at it, just to see what it does, because we get a lot of artists that come through. We get a lot of clients, producer clients that come through, and they bring their FL sessions with them, if you will, and then we got to dump it out and bring it into a recording program so that we could actually record into it. Yes, you can record into FL Studio. Maybe not the best idea. Maybe not the best idea to mix inside FL. We're gonna discuss next week. We got a thing where I'm gonna discuss with you about all this stuff too. So get ready for that. I'll talk to you about that at the end of the presentation here. But yeah, look, FL Studio is FL Studio. I took this straight from the website. It's the fastest way from your brain to your speakers. FL is the desktop DAW that music makers across the world use to turn ideas into reality. Look, FL is really simple. You don't have to have like super deep music theory in order to create some cool stuff. My issue, and again, listen, I'm not trying to alienate anybody or make anybody mad. This is simply my opinion. As a commercial studio owner and a producer myself, I'm a record producer. I don't make music. I make records. When a beat comes in with a hip hop or R&B or something, a beat comes in, I can tell that it's from FL. I mean, if you guys want a tip from me to you, somebody who's been in the studio game for 25 years, change your sounds slightly so they're not stock FL sounds. That's going to help your credibility. It's going to help you stand out above the crowd of those that don't change it. Here's some prices for FL Studio. The lowest is $99. The highest is $499. All points in between. Yeah, you buy this and you own it and you have it forever, and you can upgrade it, you can fix it, you can move it, you can upgrade or downgrade as you feel necessary. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, and FL Studio is FL Studio. Next up at number 4, we have Reason Studios. Now Reason Studios is for creating music, and similar to FL. Yeah, look, you can record into Reason. You can mix and master inside Reason, but there are, in my opinion, and again, this is just my opinion, there are better DAWs for recording, editing, and mixing and things like that. But Reason is really cool if you're into like the synthy kind of vibe thing, and they've been around for a while. It was Rebirth and Recycle and all these cool programs from the late 90s, early 2000s, man. It was a lot of dance music was made with Reason. I actually own Reason because they have some synthesizers in there that model some old school synths that you just can't find in other VST type plugins and that kind of thing. So Reason Studios is pretty cool, but again, I don't really enjoy recording into it. Although you can, you shouldn't. And again, moving on, here we go. Musical Machines is what Reason. This again came from their website. It comes jam-packed with a huge collection of unique synthesizers, instruments, samplers, and drum machines. If you're looking for that 808 sound, that 909 sound, they've got this built in. The red drum is one of the easier drum sequencers to use, and we use it a lot here in the studio, depending on the genre of music that we're creating. Again, the prices are you can do a subscription. Most of these DAWs go to subscription now, because that's I mean, if you think about it too, from the consumer viewpoint, I mean, you're getting the upgrades. You pay one monthly fee, and you're getting all the upgrades as they come out. You're getting all the updates and upgrades and everything that they've got coming out. So, I mean, if you buy it, you pay one time, and then if there's ever a major upgrade, you got to buy it again. You got to pay the upgrade fee. So it kind of works out to be the same. And next month we're going to be talking about next month is tax month, April. So we're going to be talking about this. This is something that you can write off on your taxes of money that you make by using this software to create your music and make your money. So we're going to get into this whole thing later, next month. And I think 2-3 weeks from now, we're going to be talking about that. So get ready for that. But this one's got a deal. I mean, you start off at $1 for the first month, and then it's only $20 a month after that. Or you could just buy the whole thing for $499. At number 3, we have Ableton Live. Now, look, Ableton Live is a favorite in the EDM and DJ crowd because it is exactly what it says. It's Ableton Live. It's meant for performing live as a DJ and that kind of vibe in the EDM, dance, vibey, clubby stuff. That's what this is for, and it's got a particular sound about it. Now, yeah, they do have instruments built in, similar to how FL works. And yes, you can record into Ableton. Yes, you can mix in Ableton. It's just, again, another one of those that you shouldn't. There are better DAWs, in my opinion. Again, just my opinion. There's better DAWs for the recording and editing and mixing, which are coming up later on, of course. But no, look, we, again, here at the studio, we own Ableton Live. We use Ableton Live. It's one of those DAWs that you kind of have to have if you're going to be in the music game at all, and depending on the genre. I mean, FL's hip-hop, R&B, and Ableton's a little more dancey, pop, EDM, DJ vibe. You know, it's, again, this came straight from the website. Live is fast, fluid, flexible software for music creation and performance. There you go. Comes with all these effects, instruments, sounds, all kinds. Again, man, they've got, similar to FL, you drop your sample on the timeline and it stretches it to match your tempo and your key and it just, that's what it does. And yeah, we use it a lot. It gets used a lot here at the studio, but this is, again, dependent on the genre of music that you're creating. Here's the prices for Ableton Live. Again, you buy these. You don't pay a subscription for these. You just buy them. $99 is for the intro. The standard is $439, and of course the big one with everything built in, all the samples and sounds and Macs and all these other different things that you can do with it, is $750. Now, it's not bad. It's not bad. They actually have a payment plan. You pay $125 for 6 months, that kind of thing. Again, if you're in that genre, that's what you're looking for. That's where you need to go. Hey, we'll get back to the episode in just a minute. I wanted to let you know that I've updated the studio growth formula for 2024. Just go to learnprorecording.com/studio growth formula. Download this quick PDF. This is a 7-step checklist that can help you build, grow, and scale your audio engineering, music production, studio business into something that could possibly take over your day job. So go get it. It's at learnprorecording.com/studio growth formula. We'll see you on the other side. Now let's get back to the episode. So in at number 2, we have PreSonus Studio One. Now, I do use PreSonus Studio One. I'm not as proficient with it as I am with Pro Tools, but for me, and again, just my personal opinion, don't get mad at me, it's one of these tools that I actually use Studio One for editing when I need to edit drums because it does a better job than Pro Tools does. It's faster, it's easier, it's more efficient, it's less taxing on the CPU on your computer. It's just, that's what I use it for. I use it for editing. Yes, you can record into it. Yes, you can mix and master in it. And I've actually tried it. Again, I'm just not as proficient as I am with Pro Tools. I've been on Pro Tools for quite a long time, since 2002. And so Pro Tools is like an extension of my fingers, and I just know how to move around in it. And and Studio One, I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm trying to use it more. I would like to use it. I'm not we're going to get to this in a minute, but I'm not a big fan of Avid, and the company. Pro Tools is Pro Tools. It's like everything else. It doesn't really matter. Now, some people think that and some people say that there's a difference in the sound quality. And there's not really. I mean, it does one thing. It records audio. Now, the sound quality is going to depend upon your interface, where you're plugging your sound into and what is converting that sound into digital so that your DAW can manipulate it. That's where you're getting the differences. It's not in the software itself. There's really no difference. One thing does one thing and the other thing does the other thing, and they both do the same thing. One will allow you to cut audio and move it. The other one will allow you to cut audio and move it. There's no real difference. It's just your preference on how you like to cut your audio, how you like to duplicate your audio. Whatever it is, it's just a preference on how you like to do it. So, the persona says this is everything you need to record, produce, mix, and master, and perform. Yes, I agree. But again, I'm just not as efficient and proficient with it as I am with Pro Tools. So here's what Studio One cost, okay? Again, subscription price. You can purchase it. You can purchase the latest version of it for $399, or what I do is I actually pay the monthly for it, because if ever there's a month where you don't need it, turn it off. Don't pay the $20. You know, or in the case of your taxes as a commercial studio, it's a complete write-off. It doesn't cost you anything really. I mean, it pays for itself because you have it. Some clients actually use it when they come in, and that's just how it works. You know, so I personally do the subscription because when I turn it on, it says, oh, there's an update. Do you want to get it? And you click yes and go. You know, you got the update. There you go. So at the number one spot, ladies and gentlemen, we have a tie. First time ever. No, this isn't the first time ever. There's a tie. Look, Logic and Pro Tools, man, they go back and forth between each other. And it kind of depends, again, on you and what you do and how you do things. So in my world, in a commercial studio world, we have both. We have Logic and Pro Tools because sometimes clients come through and they're Logic producers. Sometimes clients come through and they're Pro Tools people. They want to work on Pro Tools. So it just really depends. The story is, and the way that it goes, if you are creating music, if you are a music creator, you need to use Logic. If you are a music recording engineer, mixing engineer, mastering engineer, you need to use Pro Tools. Yes, you can record into Logic. Yes, you can produce music with Pro Tools. Should you mix in Logic or should you mix in Pro Tools? It's just a preference. It doesn't matter. Myself, I feel that Pro Tools is easier for me to use. It reminds me of my analog console. I actually use Pro Tools as a tape machine. I record my audio to Pro Tools, and then I can mix on my analog console. I can route all of the outputs of my Pro Tools tracks onto my analog console, and I can actually mix on my analog console. Now, when this happens, my analog console is strictly analog. There's no recall, there's no automation, there's nothing like that of the sort. It's strictly an analog console. So the way that I do it is on my console, I put all my faders at unity gain, and I actually mix inside Pro Tools, because then I can save my session in Pro Tools. And next time I want to bring this session up on my console, I just line out my tracks onto my console, put all the faders at unity gain, and now I'm back to mixing where I was. That's my recall, is I do a hybrid mix, but it's more Pro Tools to console than it is to console to Pro Tools, if that makes sense. Same thing in Logic. I do the same thing in Logic. Sometimes I record drums in Logic because that's what the clients are looking for. Sometimes I record drums into Pro Tools because that's what the clients want. So this is how it works. If you're creating music, you should be using Logic. If you're recording, editing, mixing, you should be using Pro Tools. Now, here's some stuff from just Wikipedia stuff, man, from their or from the websites. Logic Pro now Logic Pro is Mac only. You guys that are on PC, you might as well just go on and look at Pro Tools, because Logic Pro is not going to work on your PC. Pro Tools works great on a PC. Nothing wrong with it. Works fine. It's just you're not going to have the ability to use Logic Pro on a PC. It's Mac only. So that kind of cuts out some of the clientele for Logic, but it's for professional songwriting, beat making, editing, and mixing. And yeah, look, it's built around an interface that's designed to get results quickly, is what they say. Yeah, I agree. And it's different than Pro Tools. I can work in Logic, and I'm a little bit slower because I don't work in Logic every day. I'm a little bit slower than I am in Pro Tools. But again, next week, we're going to talk about moving sessions between all these DAWs. I'm going to show you some tricks and tips on how to move sessions quickly between all these DAWs. So if you are a Logic client and I'm faster and easier and better in Pro Tools, I'm going to work in Pro Tools, and I'm going to export my Pro Tools so that you can have it in your Logic. I'm going to show you how to do that next week. So here are what the things cost. Now, this is Pro Tools. Again, strictly subscription. What you're paying for when you pay for this subscription is license and updates and support. Okay, so but it's $9 a month for the artist. If it's just you recording yourself and making music for yourself, it's $9 a month. The one in the middle is Pro Tools Studio. This is probably the perfect one for everyone listening today. It's $29 a month. You get enough tracks, you get enough instruments, you get enough of the tools that you need to do the work. Now, the Pro Tools Ultimate, the biggest difference between the Ultimate and the Pro Tools Studio is track count. That is the biggest difference. There are some other slight differences. We're not going to go into that here because this isn't a sales pitch for Pro Tools. If you want to go look and see what the differences are, go to the website, check it out. Now, Logic costs $199. Now, here's the kicker with this, man. I bought Logic 8 years ago for $199. I still have Logic. It just keeps updating. Every time there's an update, I just get it. I bought it one time. I own the product. And when it updates, I just get the update. For me, this is a better deal. If it were me, just me, making music, recording myself, editing myself, mixing myself, Logic is definitely the tool for you. Again, all of these are simply my opinion, and I'm not trying to alienate anybody or make anybody mad for sure. But between Pro Tools and Logic, I'm a Pro Tools person. Pro Tools, for some reason, has established themselves as the industry leader in commercial studios, and that's what I do. I own and operate a commercial studio. That's what I do. When clients come into the studio, they want to see Pro Tools. Unless they specifically ask to use Logic, I'm on Pro Tools. So that's how it works. So for more information about any of these DAWs, go visit their websites. If you're on the fence about which one to get, which one might be for you, go check it out. Go watch some YouTube videos on people that actually use FL and Ableton all the time. I don't. So I don't have a lot of information, especially about FL. I very rarely use it. I think I've opened it twice here on my laptop. So, but yeah, look, that's what it is, man. Go investigate, see what it is, see which one is best for you and the type of music that you make. Don't forget to join me next week, or we're going to talk about some tricks and tips for moving between DAWs. Now this is, look, everybody can do that, but there's a couple of quick ways to do it, and I'm gonna try to show you the quick ways that we do it when clients come in. Clients might bring us a Logic session, they might bring us, the reason that we have FL here in the studio is sometimes clients bring us an FL session and we have to move that from FL to, say, Pro Tools so that we can record. And I'm gonna show you some quick ways to get that done. So we'll look for you guys next week. If you got any questions, comments, or concerns, make sure you reach out, info@learnprorecording.com, and we'll see you next week. Hopefully you guys got some good information and you got somewhere to go think about getting your DAW. If you're not, maybe you might be on one DAW, but you might want to go look at another one. Please do, man. Just go Google that stuff and go look at it. See which one might be for you. Try them out. A lot of them have a free trial. You can try them out. That's what happened to me in Studio One. I tried the trial. I'm like, this thing is cool. I'm going to go pay for it. So that's how it works. Hey, if you guys are interested in building your own studio and growing your own business as a music producer, studio owner, audio engineer, go grab the Studio Growth Formula. It's free. just go download it. It's a quick PDF that's going to help you decide and show you kind of what it takes to have your own business as a audio engineer, music producer, studio owner. So go grab it. It's learnprorecording.com/studio growth formula. So hey, next week we're going to talk about moving some things between DAWs. Like sometimes clients come in with a Logic session and we want to work in Pro Tools now. So we'll move things from Logic to Pro Tools, and then they want to put things back into Logic. I'm going to show you some tips and tricks on how to get that done and how to move things around quickly. So if you guys are having fun, hey, shoot me an email if you got any questions, comments, or concerns, or if you have any suggestions for what you might want to see on the weekly podcast here, go to info@learnprorecording.com. Just shoot me a quick email. Let me know. Let me know how you're liking these things. Hey, while you're leaving a comment down below, go ahead and like and subscribe on the video here. You know, YouTube kind of likes that thing to push that algorithm up a little bit so that more people can see and hear and see what we're doing, see what we're talking about, because there's a lot of good information in here. Some of you guys that are subscribed now, you know that you're getting some value out of this, and hopefully let me know. Again, either leave a comment down below or shoot me an email, again, at info@learnprorecording.com, and let me know if there's something specific that you want to see. I know you guys like review videos, so we're going to be doing a couple more of those in the near future. Got a couple of those on the plan there, but just let me know what it is you want to hear and see, and you know, let's do some stuff. Come hang out with me once a week. Don't forget, Wednesday's the blog post. Thursday, get on the list. When you download your Studio Growth Formula, you can opt in to get you can get emails from me. We do a Thursday morning live every Thursday. I'm there answering questions, just talking about whatever it is y'all want to talk about, business-wise, recording-wise, microphone-wise, drum-wise, whatever it is y'all want to talk about, whatever it is you want to discuss, I'm here for you. Every Thursday, 11 a.m. Except for last week, we had to push it back. We had a little conflict with the schedule there, but that happens sometimes. But I always let you know in advance when that's going to come up. So you know, because the studio does take priority. So if somebody books a studio, I got to move things around a little bit. So that's how it works. But hey, so Monday is the podcast. Wednesday is the blog post. Look for that. Again, you'll be on my list. You'll get an email about that. And then Thursday mornings are the Thursday morning live. So come hang out with us, man. We're having a great time. And again, if any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know. And let's get out of here. My name is Donnie B, and I'm out. Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you next week.